Hi everybody, it's me, Carrie. Time for another pre-recorded video during Party Week in January of 2023 here on my Facebook page, facebook.com/MemoryINKers. Thank you for joining me. One tip, have your ticket ready. If you received a ticket in your holiday card, grab it. You're going to want it because I'm going to do a drawing for a ticket during this video. So stay tuned. Okay, we are going to talk about this amazing suite of products. It is called Regency Park, and you can find it in the catalog on pages 30, 31, 32, and 33. Now, there is a lot in this suite. So the whole suite is everything on this page, which I'm going to show you. It's $138.75. But if you purchase this suite, we are actually going to be using the 2 stamp sets during the MemoryINKers card club. And I'm giving an extension for you to be able to purchase the card club until the 10th of the month. So that's going to get you through Party Week. So you can get this club. And because of that, because it's such a high-priced item, club will only cost you an additional $10. What are you paying for? Basically the shipping of the card club pieces to you. So what is the card club? Well, you've probably heard me talk about it before, and card club is 4 cards. You're going to get sort of a mini kind of sneak peek. 4 cards. Okay? And you get 2 of each. You get everything you need to make 2 of each. Now, if you're buying this whole kit, I'm not going to pre-cut like the designer series paper and the ribbons, and you'll already have that. But if you want just the club without the kits, it's $35 porch pickup or store pickup, or $45 to have me mail it to you. You will still get everything you need for the 2 of each of 4 designs cards. You will get a pack of these fabulous gems here. You will get pieces of the designer series paper. You will get the ribbon, some of this awesome glitter paper, which I'm going to show you, and anything else you need that is a consumable item. You will not get the stamps or any like adhesives and things like that, ink, that kind of stuff. So, okay, so that's for Card Club. If you have questions about it, please feel free to let me know. Okay, because this is pre-recorded, I'm going to try and stay in the edges, but I just sat down and I can't really see what I'm recording. So you're going to hear me popping up every now and then. So let's talk about everything that is in this amazing suite before I show you a couple of projects. There is, so with that suite, with it being $138, I would recommend that you pick up a few things for like $12. Then you have like a party. So talk to me about that. So in the kit, you're going to get, in that suite, there is a stamp set, which we're going to be using on 1 card that has a, is bundled with an awesome punch. Hoping you guys can see that. Sometimes the glare doesn't allow it, but it punches out these flowers, which you have the outlines and the inlines, however you want to call it, which you can use together or separate. It also comes with this bundle, the Sentimental Park and the Sentimental Park dies. These dies are fabulous. These are labels, these 3 here, and I'm going to be showing you those, but there's other stuff to go with it. And we're going to be using both stamp sets, both bundles in the MemoryINKers Card Club for this month of January. And like I said, I'm extending the time to the 10th of the month. You're also going to get, now this is all in the suite. If you're in club, you will still receive these awesome, you can see I've been using them, Regency they're called adhesive backed milky dots. They are so awesome, and they come in Mango Melody, Night of Navy, Petal Pink, and White. So we're going to be using those today. this beautiful ribbon, which I don't know if you guys are seeing it, but it's almost like a linen look in the center, and then it's shiny on the edges. So I'm hoping you guys can see that. And it is called Bordered Ribbon, and it's in Night of Navy. You're also going to get this embossing folder, okay, which they've got a shrink down photo of it here. It is called Cane Weave. So it does look like a caning when you emboss with it. You're going to get, in the suite, you get two 12 by 12 sheets of each of these. You will get some of this in Club Kit if you're not buying the whole suite. This is called, and I always forget what it's called, so give me just 1 second here. It is called the Textured 12 by 12 Shimmer Paper, and it is seriously textured. Let me pull this over by the microphone. It is textured. I did this with it. So it is awesome, and it comes in shaded spruce, white, and balmy blue. So you're going to get some of that. You're going to get in the suite, you get 4 of each of these sheets. So I'm going to show you the pretty papers that are with it. I kind of went through this when I did my, when I showed you my pre-order unboxing. So I'm going to just do this pretty quickly. See the caning? That is part of like what the folder looks like. So I'm trying to see if I'm still in camera. I am. Okay, this is good, although probably should have been down a little bit. Okay, so that is everything that is in this amazing Regency Park suite. And we will be using bits and pieces of it for the projects that I'm going to be sharing with you today. But in the middle, I have 2 projects. In the middle, I am going to be doing a drawing. So again, I just want to remind you to have your Party Week ticket with you. You received this in your holiday card from me, which you received if you placed a purchase with me in 2022. So everybody from last year, it's a little like thank you, as part of thanking you for watching my business. Now, we're not going to use the folder today, but it is pretty awesome, and I've used it on other things, so I think you'll like it. But we're going to be using everything else. So to start with, we're going to do kind of a fun little card. And let me pull out all of the pieces here. So this is a piece of basic white, which you guys have heard me talk about before. Remember to pre-score your thick basic white and thick very vanilla, and any other dark colored cardstock like Night of Navy, that kind of thing. And you fold in towards, oops, I have some schmutz on there. You fold in towards the hill, not the valley. So I'm going to fold that over. Score that really good. I'm not going to take the time to decorate the inside of this this time, but well, actually I did save this for it, so I'll go ahead and put that on the inside. So let me do that real quick. This is cut off of that awesome textured paper, and it has a shimmer to it. It's very pretty. It's very, very pretty. So I'm just going to put a little bit of the liquid adhesive on the back of this. I like the liquid adhesive for this because it goes into the grooves. I've been playing with this. I've been doing a lot of videos, you guys, for Party Week. So forgive me if, you know, I keep leaving it uncapped. So that is part of my problem. Make sure I have got stuff in camera. There we go. All right. This is why I don't pre-record, because I really like having you guys respond. So I'm just putting a little bit down there just to give it something. You could stamp on the inside if you wanted to. And then I'm going to put some more adhesive, and these are the same both sides. So it doesn't appear that it matters which side you use with this. You can even hear it going over the ridges when I adhere the glue to it. So I'm going to set this on there, and it's going to give it a beautiful background for my project. So there you go. Then I have this little piece here, and I am going to take, let me grab the right pieces. I'm taking this outer image right here, and I'm going to stamp it on here. Now this is photopolymer, so I do need my foam mat. So I'm going to make sure I am in camera again. Okay. I told you I'd be popping up. And I am going to start with that background piece in Night of Navy. Okay. So I'm just going to ink that up. Sometimes when you have a big stamp like this, I find it easier to put the block down and stamp it with the ink pad. It's just a personal preference for me. Now I am going to stamp this on here, and I'm putting it at an angle because I know where I want the flowers to go. So there you go. Plus I know I'm going to put a sentiment right there. So let me grab that. That is from the Sentimental Park. Right here, the Dear Friend is what I'm using. And I'm going to stamp this right here at the bottom. Also in Night of Navy. Then I have a scrap of basic white that I am going to also stamp in Night of Navy. And I'm looking at the punch. Now I know the paper's got to go in this way. So I want to stamp so that this part is near the edge of the paper. So that's something you should always check when you are doing punching. Watch what it is you're going to be doing with that. Okay, so that's everything for my Night of Navy. Now I'm going to take the Balmy Blue, one of my favorite colors. I love this. That's this color right here. And I am going to ink up the inside of the flowers. Pardon my head if it's in camera. I apologize very much. Take your time because this does line up pretty perfectly. Probably not on my video. Oh, yay, that was pretty good. So let me punch that out so that I can show you the next trick in just a moment. So then we can slide this in and line it up. I'm afraid I'm going to get that on my shirt. So just play with it until you get it to where you like how it looks. It is going to have a white edge. Okay. And squeeze. And the flowers will come flying out at you. All right. So I'm going to set those aside along with the card front, and I want to stamp on this, and I also want to do it in the Balmy Blue too. So there is a die for this, or a stamp for this, but I want to show you a little bit of a trick because this is kind of loosey-goosey. If you just set it on your stamp, you may not necessarily see, look, it looks lined up here, but it's not lined up there. Oh, I have it upside down. But even still, I think I have it upside down. Nope, I had it right the first time. So this is my trick for this. That's why it isn't working. Have it the right way. But it's really hard to think you have it lined up and then you look. Let me zoom in. I'm going to zoom in on this so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay. So if you look closely, this looks lined up or mostly lined up. This is not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my time before I put it on the block, and I am going to get the leaves where I think they go, and I'm going to move that one where I think it's supposed to go. See, it's just a slight shift to make sure everything is where you want it to be, and then I can pick it up, and it should stamp exactly where I want it. Again, I'm going to do like I did with the outline, stamp it like this. And then I can line it up carefully. Pardon my head if it is in the camera. And you know I feel perfection is overrated. But there you go. So it lined up pretty darn close to perfect. If I weren't doing a video, I probably could have got it closer to perfect. So I'm going to zoom back down so I don't lose you while I'm stamping. All right, so I'm done with this for now. And I am going to take some of this beautiful ribbon and some nice sharp scissors. And I'm going to just put the ribbon right there. And you guys know my trick with ribbon. I love my liquid glue, but in order to get my ribbon to do what I want it to do, I always put a stronger adhesive where I think it should go. Now I made another one of these and I have to look at it so that I make them the same. So give me 1 second to find that for you. Okay, so I had to find it real quick. All right. So I'm going to set this on there like so. And then I am going to adhere this to the card front using Stampin' Dimensionals. How many you use a personal preference thing? If I know that I'm going to mail it, I tend to use a few more. So I'm going to at least pop one into the center there. So pop all these off. So I already have a pretty good number of people that are in the stamp club, but the good news is it doesn't really matter how many people sign up for it. I can have one person, I can have 100 people, and it's totally fine. So now I am going to tie a bow. That looks a little crooked to me, but I think I'll live. I'm going to put just a little bit of adhesive right there, just to hold that down. And I'm going to tie a bow while I'm filming. If all of a sudden I have a bow in my hands, you know I cheated and paused this video. I'm so used to doing lives. I think I've said this already, but I really like doing lives more than I like pre-recording. Now my girlfriend, she loves to pre-record. She thinks pre-recording is the way to go. But I make enough mistakes that you would think that I would like it that way too, but I just prefer the in-person feeling of a live video. So don't forget that this week during Party Week 2023, which is January 5th through the 10th, I am doing Party Week, and so I'm doing these recorded ones because of that, and I will also be doing lives. So I'm also asking that you share this video and comment below that you have shared to be in a drawing. You will be in my regular monthly drawing, but because it's Party Week, there's going to be additional drawings. So please remember to share this and comment below that you have shared it, and then I will be able to see where you shared it, because Facebook will tell me, and I'll go back and comment thank you for sharing onto your shared post. So look at how beautifully that tied. I mean, it just tied so pretty. And I did it on video, so you know that it ties pretty, right? Because of that alone. Okay, now I'm going to grab some more dimensionals. Sorry while I try to put a few things away. And I'm going to add these beautiful flowers to the card. Am I still in camera? No, let me slide her down a little bit. Okay. So, all right. So while you guys are watching, you can still comment and give me some likes and let other people know how you feel about Party Week. If you are a follower of mine, I would love it if you would let people know about Party Week and how much fun we have. There is no right or wrong way to put this flower on. I mean, if there is, I don't know what it is. I have no idea. So just put it where you think it belongs. And anyway, as I was saying, go ahead and share your feelings about Party Week. Also say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. And remember that my lives are always on my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/MemoryINKers. shopping for everything that you see is on my Stampin' Up! Page, which is MemoryINKers.com. Will take you right to my Stampin' Up! Page. And if you need to email me, it's MemoryINKers@gmail.com. Or you can direct message me or comment on this post if you have questions. But see how pretty that is? Now what's going to make that even prettier? Some of these awesome milky dots. I love them. Let me grab my take your pick tool real quick. And I am going to grab these Night of Navy ones because there is Night of Navy on this card. And I don't know why I'm having trouble picking that up. I probably need more goober stuff, but I'm not going to worry about it. So I'm going to put one there. I'm going to grab some of these little ones and put them around. I think maybe I'll put one down here. So there you go. How cute is that? Now for another tiny little touch, tiny, you can grab some Wink of Stella. This, excuse me. This is not part of the suite, but we all love Wink of Stella, right? So when you're doing Wink of Stella and you have fairly fresh ink, it is going to mix with the ink. And I don't know how well you're seeing that, but it is kind of moving the color around as it's adding a little bit of shimmer. And the shimmer is always so hard with Wink of Stella. Those of you who've used it know that it just doesn't show up on video. When you do that with a color, clean the back of your clean your Wink of Stella off because it has picked up some of the blue. Wrong tip. Okay, so there is that card in the beautiful balmy blue. But let me show you. I made one so you could see that it looks just as pretty. Now this one is using a different ribbon. It's from the annual catalog. It is the gold shimmer ribbon. Now you guys might remember from the winter catalog, there was a shimmer ribbon that was super shimmery, like almost sparkly. This one isn't. It's a little bit thinner, but it's still shiny. It's just not sparkly. And then I use the same dots. These are Mango Melody, the color, but they go really well with the gold ribbon. But you see, it's basically the same card. I put my dots in a different spot, but it's basically the same card and two different feelings. Like this to me is very St. Patrick's Day-ish, but it doesn't have to be. I mean, what if you have somebody graduating for here, let's say Michigan State. If you have somebody who goes to Michigan State, they're going to love this one because it's kind of a Michigan State color. If you go to U of M, you might want to use this one because they do the Hawaiian blue for their color. So there you go. Michigan State, U of M. Take your pick. I have dear friends who have, different friends who have gone to either of these. So they are really fun. So I hope you like those cards. Okay, let's do a quick drawing before we do our next project. And this is for your tickets. Remember I said have your tickets ready. So what I did was I did numbers here and printed them all out for all of them that I have. And number 3, oh my gosh, I picked a low number. So number 3 is Celeste Allen. Celeste, you have to have seen this. So make sure you comment below, Carrie, I've seen that I won a prize. And I will send you a awesome gift. It is going to be, I think it's going to be a pack of these Regency, or these adhesive-backed Milky Dots. It depends on if they get in time, but I think that's my plan. So I'm going to keep that number 3 out until later so that you can be back in other drawings. But congratulations, Celeste Allen. You won a prize. So there you go. There's a lot of them in here. So, congratulations on that, and good luck to everybody else because I will, of course, be doing that again. All right, so now let's see what we're going to do with the others. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way so I have a little more room to throw my stuff because I'm gonna be throwing stuff. It's what I do. All right. Okay, Okay, I don't think I need that, but I'm going to hold it out just in case. All right, so now that one was mostly Pedal Park. I used mostly the Pedal Park stuff. So this next one is actually probably going to be more of Sentimental Park, because I'm going to be using some of these pieces in here and these amazing dies. Oh, love them so much. So let us see. Again, I'm using that awesome Designer Series paper. I'm going to use some Petal Pink ink. And I already have my stamps on here. I'm going to be using this flower right here. And then I have thanks. So we're going to be doing a thank you card for this one. Now for this one, I didn't make a second card. Just so you know, in case you're waiting for me to pop out a second card, I will not be for this one. But I am going to do something a little bit different this time. Hang on, I've got this cardstock keeps falling on me, so I need to move it. Okay, so let me move this out of my way so that I can take out the paper trimmer. And I'm going to stand up so that I can see what I'm in camera and not in camera. Okay, so normally I cut my cardstock in half. Oh, look, there's a heart from another project. So cute. At 5.5, and then make 2 cards. Okay, that are like the card I just showed you. But this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it at 5.5, just as if I were going to cut it. But I'm going to score it because this is thick basic white. And you know I've told you you want to score that so that it doesn't crackle. And then I'm going to turn it this way and I'm going to go to 4 1/4. So I'm going to be doing a card in landscape instead of portrait. So then I will just take and slide that. So you can use either piece. So I'll have one for another time. Let me move. I'm pretty sure I'm done with that. So what I mean by that is, again, I'm folding towards the bump. And I must have not had it on there quite right because I'm uneven. I hate when that happens. Oy, 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 you guys. Do you guys ever do that? I probably scored it wrong. I'm so used to scoring at 4 inches that I'm almost positive that's what I did. So here's the easy fix. It's not going to come out quite as nice as I'd hoped. Hold it so you got the bump and then just... But this way you guys will see what I mean when I say about it not folding quite as neat. Okay? Can you see how... I don't know how well you guys can tell, but it doesn't fold quite as neatly when you don't have a proper score line. And I didn't, so I apologize. But you know what I say, if you've been looking for the perfect demonstrator, you're not done looking because she's not me. So, all right. So I want to show you, I have pre-cut stuff, but I do want to say that everything that I cut can be cut with the mini Stamp and Emboss machine. And you know, this is a special that you can choose if you decide to join my team this month between now and February 28th. Also, I do have a special that I will be drawing for everyone who joins my team this week between January 5th and January 10th. You're going to get a Stamparatus if you win. That's right. I said it. A Stamparatus. Can you believe it? A $49 item. But that's because it's party week. So that is my special for party week. Join my team. You'll be in a drawing for a Stamparatus. It doesn't matter how many people join the team. Could be 1, could be 10. I don't know. Could be, you know, everybody who's watching decides, oh, that's a cool deal. So make sure you check out the information on the special. I will be doing a video strictly on that subject for you guys, so watch for that. And because this is pre-recorded, I don't know if that video will have aired before or after this one. So anyway, just wanted to talk about that again. All right, so where are my pieces? Oh, they're all over here. So let me show you what I have here. All right. So this die right here it is a label. And so when you cut it out, do it the right way. When you cut it out, I cut it out of designer series paper. It is stitched. Okay. I'm going to zoom in a little bit for this so you guys can see the labels, and then I'll zoom back out when I'm making the card. It is stitched on the edges. This one also has, like, it cuts it out here, and you'll see why. So that's this die. And when you run this through, I have to tell you, I wasn't thinking, I was distracted. It was my husband. I can't help it. He just distracts me sometimes. And I ran it through forward and back. Don't do that because it messed it up big time. So don't do that. I saved that piece so I could show you. Okay, here's another label, which all by itself is awesome. I cut that out in that same balmy blue textured shiny paper that is part of the suite. So there's that one. And then this one is the other one that I did. And it's similar to this one, but it does other little flowers in it. Now, I chose to do this one in white. So I've got all three labels ready for you, and I'm going to show you how they go together. The other thing I'm going to tell you is when I cut out this label, I knew I was going to use this for my background piece. So I just cut it out of that because no one's going to see it because I'm going to cover it with this designer series paper. See how it'll be matted? Why waste it? So that's what I did. So that's a fun little tip for you. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I am going to start with some fun stamping for you. I am going to stamp the two images that I showed you. I am doing this outline flower, and I'm going to do that in Petal Pink, which is this color here. And then I'm going to do the thanks in Night of Navy, which of course is the outline in that color there. So we're going to start with the Petal Pink. Again, I need my foam because these are photopolymer. Making sure I am in camera. All right. I'm going to show you those folders again because I think I might have been out of range. So let me do that again. This one is cut from this folder. All right. This one is from the big folder. I have stuff on my nails, you guys, so they're thick. So this one with the little edges, which I will show you how those work, came from this bigger label. And then this one makes a regular label. I call it regular because there's no fanciness to it except it is cut kind of cool. So we're going to show you how all of them go together. So I did not want to miss showing you that. All right. I'm going to stay zoomed in while I stamp on this. Okay. And again, I am starting with Petal Pink. I'm going to ink up my flowers. And I'm going to just stamp them. I should have something under this, but I don't. I'm going to stamp them right there. Very light, very pretty, right? I just think they're very delicate. Then I'm going to take the Night of Navy, which I thought I left out. There it is. And I'm going to do the thanks right in the center of that.